What's going on, you guys? Kamikaze Von Doom here with another Division video, and this Division video is going to be specific on the 1.8.3 patch, and this will be another build video. Now, if you guys have ran into the Dark Zone Last Stand or Skirmish and you have seen me playing, you would know that I'm using a different sort of build. It has more raw damage. There's no bleed. There's no like anything special. It's not final measure, and it's not even a 6-piece. And in fact, they all look and they see your Ninja Bike messenger bag, and they're wondering, what is this kid running? Well, to answer that question, it is the 1.8.3 Strike Shi. Now that is Striker and Banshee with your Ninja Bike. This is a hybrid, another 1.8.3 hybrid. Now, like most of my builds, I have the dual house. They are different houses, and the high-end pistol is the same with that predatory. Recap: killing that target gives you 35% health over the 20 seconds. So get them down, pull out that pistol, and get that 35% health. It will help you guys out. Now, what I will do is I will show you guys and explain to you what the Strike Shi means and how to put it together with your Ninja Bike. Then I will go through the weapons and then go back through the gear set themselves. So, starting off, you might want to know, what is the Ninja Bike messenger bag? Well, slots in with any equipped gear set item to fulfill the requirement towards unlocking another gear set bonus. I.e., if you have 2 Banshee and you're wearing a Ninja Bike, the Ninja Bike will count as another Banshee, giving you 3 Banshee. This works for different gear sets at the same time. So, for example, I am running 3 Striker with 2 Banshee. So, in fact, I am getting 3 set bonus for Banshee, and I am getting 4 set bonus for Striker. So, that is what your Ninja Bike does. It does not give you those classified slots. So set bonus 5 and 6 will not be able to get unlocked with this Ninja Bike. You will have to have the classified gear items themselves. However, let's talk about the Strike Shi. So the set bonuses we have unlocked for Striker are set bonus 2, that 20% stability, set bonus 3, that 10% enemy armor damage, and finally that set bonus 4. Getting those consecutive shots gives you 1% more damage, stacks up to 100. If you miss, you get 2% taken away each time, and it is reduced by 1 second, or 1% each second. Now, remember the corrections in 1.8.3 for Striker. If you are EMP'd, this will be lost. You won't be able to get the stacks, you won't be able to use the bonus damage, and same goes with exiting combat. But with that being said, you still get your stacks, and you still get that old Striker feel. And for the other set bonuses, like I said before, you have 2 Banshee, but with that Ninja Bike, you have 3 Banshee. Now, if you see up here, it shows that Ninja Bike highlighted right under Banshee Shadows, so that's why it says the 3 out of 6. Goes with the knee pads and the holster. However, the set bonuses you get is set bonus 2, that 20% looted DZ funds, and set bonus 3, that 10% damage out of cover. Now let's go back to these weapons. I am running a dual house setup. My primary is Destructive Deadly, and my secondary is Unforgiving Deadly. Both of these are fully optimized, 21.3k on that base damage. The only difference really between the mods is I have a rate of fire on my extended mag for my secondary, and I have crit on my extended mag for my primary. But let's get into that primary. So this is Destructive Deadly. Weapon mods I've got on it: Loud Vent Break, 19 on that crit damage, 6 on the headshot damage, 3 on the crit chance. Small Grip, 19 on that crit damage, 5 on the reload speed, 2.5 on the stability. That extended mag I was talking about, you have 4% crit damage and 3% crit chance, 120.5 on that mag size, and finally that red dot sight, 19 on the crit damage, 3 on the crit chance, and 6 on the headshot damage. Now as far as my secondary, like I said, the only big difference to the mods are the rate of fire. However, to recap, this is my Unforgiving Deadly. And then again, Loud Vent Break, 19 on the crit damage, 5/5 on that headshot damage, 3 on the crit chance. That Small Grip, 19 on the crit damage, 2 on the accuracy, and 5 on the reload speed. That Extended Mag with rate of fire at 5.1, 3 on the crit chance, and 121 on the mag size. And the Optic, the Mini Reflex Sight, 7.5 on the crit chance, 5/5 on the headshot damage, and 4 on the crit chance, or crit damage. So both of these are fully optimized, 21.3k on the base damage, and remember to have that Predatory on your sidearm. So getting into the actual pieces themselves, we will start off with the Ninja Bike, and then we will move on from there. So my Ninja Bike messenger bag is fully optimized, 1334 in that armor. It is rolled firearms, and the attributes are crit hit damage and bleed resistance. You can go ammo capacity on here, but I already had bleed resistance on here, and everyone knows that in one way or another somebody is running a bleed. So this kind of helps a little bit with that 17%. Mods I'm running on it, firearms crit chance, and 2 first aid self-heal mods. The 3 pieces of Striker, we'll start with the vest, rolled stamina, the attributes health, enemy armor damage, and that minor attribute is ammo capacity. The 2 mods I'm running on the harness are both stamina crit chance mods. Go down to the Striker mask, rolled stamina. The attributes are crit hit chance and damage to elites. A lot of people don't prefer damage to elites, so by all means change that to what you want. But when I'm not doing PvP, I'd like to be able to mow down those elites as fast as possible. That mod I'm using on that mask, stamina crit chance. And finally, the 3rd piece of Striker is the Striker gloves, 1401 on the firearms, and then I have SMG damage, crit damage, and crit chance. Going on to my 2 pieces of Banshee, start off with the holster, 1401 across the board, fully optimized with crit hit chance. And the one mod is the first aid self-heal mod. And finally, the Banshee Shadow knee pads, rolled firearms, and the attributes are crit hit damage, disrupt, bleed, resistance, and damage to elites. Again, you can change the damage to elites off, get another resistance on there, and have a nice day. As far as the mods are concerned, it is firearms crit chance and a first aid self-heal mod. So, getting into the character sheet of this, you will see that I am running what's called a 7-6 setup. That's around 7,000 firearms and 6,000 stamina. Now you see I'm at 6,953 firearms, giving me a primary DPS of 430k, and that is on my Destructive Deadly. Now the stamina is at right above 6,100 at 6,154. That's giving me a toughness at 463. That is a lot lower than people like. So by all means, you could probably run like a 6-5, 6-5 combo. You know, you can mess around with a few of the mods, and instead of using firearms crit chance, you could probably just stack all into stamina if you'd like. But this seems to work out for me just fine. Now the electronics are bare bones, so we don't even care. Now for that primary house, the weapon damage, again, 21,000, right under 21.3. The crit chance, 51% with that 136 crit damage, and 62% headshot damage. Now the thing we really care about, not so much the stability, but the stability is good. However, if you go into combat, you'll have that 28% damage to elites, as well as the 31% enemy armor damage. Now, a lot of you have watched videos on enemy armor damage time and time again. I know I have. This game is 2 years old. However, just a quick recap, if you go down to survivability, my build is not fully optimized. Therefore, I have 32.74 weapon damage mitigation. However, Using a build like I am using right now, that takes away 31% of that. Therefore, a person that is running this exact same build would only have 1% weapon mitigation against that player. So that would just keep it in hindsight. You're not as much going through their enemy armor and their health. At this point, you're just mowing through their health. So you will see the raw damage just stack up. And even if you don't get striker stacks, it still mows through people. I say to all the people I've been running with lately is that when you get those striker stacks, it just makes things even better. Because you're already melting them, and if they stand still and you get your striker stacks, it's just game over. But that's my little thing on that. While we're here, I am at 311 on that health. And again, that toughness is at 463. Now, going to the abilities, I am running Booster with the Conceal, or the Scrambler, whatever you want to call it. The Scrambler gives me 7.3 across the board. So the 7.3 and the 7.3, let's see. That would bring me at 58.3. And that would bring me, what's that, 143.3? It's not bad. Not a bad little Scrambler. The concealment is what I love about it, first and foremost. But that little pulse gives you just a little bit extra. I do run the booster with it, so I even have more oomph for my power. And I do run that recovery link, but all those change when you're in a team. Now the talents I am running, Adrenaline, obviously the anti-bleed. I'm running Precision, Headshot, a hostile will pulse them for 10 seconds. Critical Save, and finally that Combat Medic. So mainly team oriented. You can take off that Combat Medic for, strike back on the move, what have you, if you're not running in a team. However, I do find this build does shine when you are in a team, and that is how I've been using it. So there you guys have it. That is my 1.8.3 Strike Shi build. If you guys do enjoy these hybrids and you have other hybrid combinations you want, put them down in the comment section below. I will more than happy make a build video on it. I had numerous people show me this build, and I had to just show off my own version of it. So there you guys go. That is the 1.8.3 Strike Shi. It's your boy Kamikaze Von Doom here, and I'm out. Peace.